Hey everyone, this is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. How are we doing today? This is my first Valentine's Day project in our wonderful Happy New Year. And I'm going to apologize for my voice today. I am not feeling up to snuff and my voice has completely gone. So it's gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and get started on our first ever Valentine's. Well, not first ever, first this year's Valentine's Day project. What are we gonna need? We are going to need a piece of 6x6 designer series paper. I am using the Sending Love designer series paper stack. It is from last year's Valentine's Day collection from Stampin Up, and it's what I had in my stash. So let's go ahead and get started with the scoring. So you are going to need your Simply Scored scoring tool. Simply Scored scoring tool. If you have a direction to your paper, you're going to want to start it with it facing upwards. And you are going to want to score at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4 inches, 3 1/4 inches, and 4 inches. Rotate it 90 degrees to the right. Score at 3/4 inch. Oops, my finger got in the way. 3/4 inch. And 4 1/2 inches. That is the extent of your scoring. You're going to want to fold and burnish along all of your score lines. The 3/4 inch score line that you did second to last is actually your bottom, and that 1.5 inches that you did at the top is going to be your top, which is your last score line. That made no sense at all as I was talking, but you guys will see as I can. Okay, we have everything burnished. I'm sorry, guys. We have a 1.5 inch set of rectangles up at the top, a 3/4 inch set of rectangles at the bottom, and the larger section in the middle. Over here, you have the 1/2 inch tab that you cut, and then you have these 2 smaller 1/2 inch rectangles. You want to grab your scissors. I can't seem to find my small ones. Small ones will work for this project, guys. It'll actually be easier. And you want to remove those 1/2 inch tabs. Now, I do cut mine in at a slight angle. It just allows my box to close just a little bit prettier. Now, you also have, I'm going to turn this right side up again, all of these extra little score lines. They're in here. Go ahead and cut all of those up to your first score line. As straight as you can, which for me is not really all that possible today. And lastly, there we go. All right. So your box looks like this. Now, I grabbed in, this is the only heart that I seem to have found that's not in a punch form. The envelope, the gift card envelope and Trim's Thinlits dies has this teeny tiny little heart in it. And it has a teeny tiny little heart. I did it 3 times on the first one. I think I'm going to do it 3 times again on here. And if you guys have a slightly larger heart from like the Layering Hearts Thinlits dies, that would work perfect. Just to let you guys know, you only have to go through once, not 3 times like me. It's the only heart I could find. I can't find my Thinlits dies at the moment. My Hearts dies, I have no idea where they're at. So I'm going to do one with you. And then there's a good chance I'm going to edit out the other 2. So, and you always want to line up your die with the side, the large side closest to your 1/2 inch tab. Otherwise, you will wind up in with your box looking kind of like mine. My back is actually my front because this is where my seam is, and I typically like it to be right there. So, just to let you guys know, go to the biggest side closest to your 1/2 inch tab. Don't be like me. Okay, I think it definitely needs more than one because it's a little small with just one. So I'm going to run it through 2 more times, and I am probably going to edit that out just to let everybody know. And I will see you in just a few. Okay, everyone, welcome back. I went ahead and I cut out all 3 of my hearts. This is what we are left with. Now I'm going to go in, and on this one, you can't see it, but you probably can hear it. have no nails. There we go. I do have some acrylic behind it. So I went ahead, and this is the top off of one of the 2x2 little treat boxes. And I just trimmed it down just a little bit so that it actually fits right on top. I'm actually going to trim it a little bit more here. So it fits right on top of, over the top of my hearts. As you guys can see here, fits beautifully, right? And I'm going to attach this with some glue dots. And the reason why I use glue dots is because they're faster and they stick to acrylic really easy. Tear tape also works perfectly fine. Snail doesn't work so great, but Fast Fuse does. Fast Fuse also works, just to let you guys know. And the last one, there we go. And this is so that when you fill your little container, you have plenty of space and nothing is going to fall out. You know, that wasn't very straight of me, but that's okay. Because guess what? It's still on there. It's still going to bend. It's still going to work. If you guys wanted to add a couple of extra little glue dots right there and right there, feel more than welcome. I found that it wasn't necessary. And again, it's just a little piece of acrylic, and it is 2 inches by just shy of 2 inches wide. So 2 inches tall by shy of 2 inches wide. If your die is a little bit bigger than mine, you're going to have to cut yours just a smidge larger than mine, just to let you know, okay? So let's go ahead and stick some adhesive on this 1/2 inch tab. I'm using Fast Fuse. Tear tape also works. Snail will never work. Snail does not, and I just totally like stuck myself to the, there we go. Snail's not going to work, guys. It never is going to work to hold together a box. As much as people keep trying, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So there you go. All right, so the little 3 inch or 3/4 of an inch is your bottom. Fold in your 2 sides and your back. A little more Fast Fuse, and I stick it down. Okay, fold in my 2 sides, and then my front and my back. Now I just took these and I just kind of gently set them down there and I pinch. Okay, just pinch. It's not gonna be too exciting. So from here, for the first one, I used the mini paper clips combo pack. I believe they have the mini paper clips in the current annual catalog. Don't quote me on that. But it's the mini paper clip combo pack. It had white, silver, and gold in it. I'm actually going to use a really tiny, not really sure how the tiny this came, but really tiny clothespin. This is another one. This is actually one from Stampin' Up. It's a little bit bigger. It looks just as good. However, I didn't have one in the right color. Ugh, mine was stuck together. There we go. I didn't have one in the right color for this box. So I had to go and I found a mini paper clip. But then I was like, you know what? Mine's just a smidge on the boring side. So I grabbed one of the lovely little hearts that I punched out from here. I kept it. And I'm just going to add that to the top of my paper clip. And voila, our paper clip is a little bit more beautiful. There we go. So as you guys can see, the direction of your paper may make a difference for you, because you can see them through the holes. But other than that, that is our really awesome first Valentine's Day treat box. And I'm planning to do possibly 5 of these this year. So if you guys enjoyed this project, please give it a thumbs up right next to the description box below. If you would like to see more projects like this, please go ahead and subscribe. This is Mel from Cardstock Concoction saying thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.